We move to a very important speaker of this session, another senior IPS officer of Kerala cadre, who is currently posted as a Joint Secretary in Ministry of Panchayat Raj Government of India. We welcome Dr. Sanjeev Pat Joshi. Dr. Joshi, my question to you will be that what is your vision for cloud for governance, cloud for law enforcement agencies, and also at the same time using technology for ensuring cybersecurity? Your thoughts on that?
Okay, Namaskar. Really warm greetings to you all for current happy Dasara and every Lord Goddess Durga Puja. And it's a wonderful webinar and very sensitive now. And one of the major is that India is very large population, large area, and large digital transactions. Quite not. You must be reading newspaper. Large, really volume of data in digital transaction payments. Many other things are there. I'll just narrate one story. I think in Supreme Court there was a Aadhaar case argument was there, and one or two advocate argued that our Aadhaar database highly protected with a thick wall building, and everyone laughed really. And many have this perception that by some physical structure, and we have a full security of data, and especially in our cyber world. But it is a myth really, and virtual world is different, altogether different. Now, another very interesting happening because the population is by our landscape is and especially Panchayat Raj, I'm just narrate. We adopt the PFMS Public Finance Management System for digital payments. Now, no panchayat is allowed to pay cash or check, only through digital payment and direct to the beneficiary or any vendor account. So it is a almost 2.6 lakh panchayat doing even 10 transactions. It goes to every day and almost 20-30 lakhs transactions, and it varies amount. It may be vary from 10 lakhs to even single rupee also, quite likely, because suppose panchayat buys a broom for the cleaning staff, it costs 30 rupees. They have to pay that because that's also digitally has to be there. Secondly, accounting system. I think Finance Commission also appreciated the accounting, our we call PriyaSoft, National All Panchayat in one platform that called we PriyaSoft. You understand how much, and that has to be, I mean, the time every year, and it has to be, I mean, stored in a, because audit comes after some time, so it has to be done in a very secured manner. Otherwise, somebody tampering, then whole audit process also later on, some even it might lead to vigilance cases, corruption cases unnecessarily. And another very important, now we are going for audit online, because audit online also another new generation type of using the digital infrastructure, so that audit should be at the instantaneous level, should not be delayed. And normally even we find that CAG audit is after published after 3 to 4 years. So panchayat, why do that? Because a lot of controversy happens and allegation here and there. And after that, again, we are doing the geotagging of various assets created in panchayat. So it is in public platform, everybody can see, and a lot of grievances and a lot of complaints have reduced because of that. And now, Honorable Prime Minister has launched the program of the Swamitwa scheme. Recently, the Madhya Pradesh also 1.7 lakh the patta in the rural village were given just I think 1 or 2 days before. So this is all across village rural area. The habitations household will be drone survey, digital, their patta system, land record will be distributed to everyone. The purpose is manifold, maybe monetization bank, or they want to transact here and there, sometimes very other reasons. And that secondly, that rural area was not supposed covered fully patta, land record fully. Though agricultural land has been done, urban land has been done, but rural area habitations, especially area, not done. So it's the big data, and definitely large infrastructure in the server capacity, everything is required. And it is a continuous storage. It's not that you just do it and forget it, because it is all database storage will be there. So in that landscape, how to secure? First time we must have already started, a movement started that we should have location of server. You remember RBI, I think somehow penalized MasterCard not locating their server in India. That Visa and MasterCard payment gateways, because everybody concerned that the server located in abroad, it doesn't solve us for any purpose, because a lot of, even if some investigation it becomes difficult. Secondly, we don't have a control, and at all any requirement we should have those policies should be there. Whatever the government servers are there, but private still now they are outsourcing to various people, and especially when they are doing maybe now income tax. I don't know whether the whole server is based in India or not, because income tax website is now very big one new portal in a very AI developed. So that is one of the things we should have. Secondly, another very interesting I find that we are not so sensitive to insurance scheme in our uh, digital platform. Western country have gone very ahead. I don't say that you succumb to the ransom demand. They also did that, but they're now stopping it because it is a moral hazard. Because more you surrender by giving the ransom to the cyber attacker. But in government system, we still not. We think that we are sovereign, and government will take over everything, and not only hacking or attacking, other damages may happen because of fire. Many fire incidents happen in our server room and whole thing gets damaged. It has happened many times in India. We should be having a insurance scheme and it's already available in the market, but still that is not a big. We should go into the basically securing our at least that. Another, of course, this being done that data disaster relief, recovery or mirroring of data at very other location other than seismic zone, but it is has to be done very consciously and sensitively those so that. And we remember example World Trade that center in New York, whole data did not, because they had already had the disaster recovery. Of course, human death, building collapse is the one thing, but data they never lost anything. That's a, I mean, already published in various international journals. They could recover their data, so no business per se loss. And India, we should have that. Another, I feel that I remember that Internet of Things is there. One classical example, Iran nuclear, I mean the sabotaging by Stuxnet in Siemens chip, and whole Iran could not enrich the uranium. So now Internet of Things, that's one of the very valid point that we have to test and benchmark this very strongly. Otherwise, you will get embedded cyber attack through that. Even you may not know. Somebody may be thinking only through software, but it is through hardware also it may happen now. People are really targeting. That's what the one apprehension of the Chinese mobile, because the embedded cyber attack may happen. That's what we are very conscious of that and advising people not to go for that. And I definitely, of course, one is that cloud system is definitely a scale economy. There no doubt leveraging that, and obviously it has got a very interesting that companies are promoting that because many people do not use. I have seen that we have infrastructure but don't use always, so it has to be used by somebody else, and that is one of the things. Definitely one marginal cost decreases, no doubt on it. So the economy, it is going to be in the future, no doubt. Even Google CEO says, Microsoft says that the cloud is the future, no doubt, and nobody has to have to order at home and office individually. So in that system, obviously the security and all those things are very important, and I hope that many times the outsourcing also another. I feel, just my personal view, too much of outsourcing initially data capturing by Aadhaar is creating a lot of problem now because it are small agencies. I remember when I went for enrollment from Aadhaar, it was a small agency, local agency. They were capturing all the in the laptop. Now that perhaps would have sold the data. I feel that because certain sensitive, certain you think of the oversight and future, not to outsource that big way rather than depending later, and that is one of the really factor into consideration we should have. We should have really. I mean, suppose you have intelligence outsource, very difficult. Then you will land into problem. You have a defense outsource, land in problem. Even financial, that's what we are in Panchayat Raj. We never outsource this all the PriyaSoft, all those things. It was maintained by NIC, a government organization, so that it is much secure. No point in outsourcing those type things. And obviously another, I definitely any system is there, people will really try to sabotage that, no doubt. And this is whatever the best we do. It is already proven many times the criminal travels two steps ahead of our official or whatever things. So we have to be aware on that, and obviously that's what I really suggested the insurance thing, because insurance is one of the better coverage rather than losing very big way like our medical insurance or life insurance. I feel cyber insurance also is very important. I really thank you very much, and really once again appreciate the webinar. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sanjeev Pad Joshi, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Panchayati Raj, Government of India. You talked about various aspects, but one of the most important part which you have raised is that we have to be very careful about the embedded cyber attacks. That is very important for us moving on to the future, and we all have to take care of that. Thank you so much for your insights, Dr. Sanjeev Pad Joshi. With this,